2018. Let's get our panel's thoughts on this. Joining us now is the California GOP Central Valley Vice Chair, Corrin Rankin, and Texas State Senator Angela Paxton. Ladies, welcome to you both. Glad to have you here tonight.
Hi, thanks. Glad to be here.
Corrin, let's start with you. Do you think that this suspension is appropriate?
Well, here's the thing. The way it is now, we're either going to have a cancel culture or we're not going to have a cancel culture, because we can't keep saying that some people need to be canceled, and then when other people, mostly liberals, are on the liberal side, when they do the exact same thing and worse, they get suspension and they get to take a nice holiday and time to reflect. It's not right. Like I said, we either have cancel culture or we don't, but it can't keep going both ways.
I keep saying that the cancel culture now, like the left is canceling themselves. It's kind of interesting to watch. But Angela, the hypocrisy about this from the left is so rich. Let's listen to this conversation about Whoopi on MSNBC today.
Some of the best nuanced discussions come out of mistakes like this, where there's so much learning that could be had. The 2-week suspension to me seems more about something else, and something that maybe we need to start putting behind us, which is this unbelievable need to punish and judge people
and
when they've made a mistake, or when they've learned something out in the open with the public watching.
Watching Mika say, you know, we got to stop punishing people. The one person, that couple that kept punishing Donald J. Trump every single day of their show, that is ridiculous. So, Angela, Mika's talking about how we shouldn't judge people when that's all these ladies of The View actually do every single day. So let me get your reaction to this.
Well, you may know, before I came into the Texas Senate, I was a school counselor and a school teacher for 20 plus years. I worked with middle school kids. I've said it over and over again. I think working with middle schoolers was great preparation for politics. It's great preparation for life. And all I can say in looking at this situation is, you know what goes around comes around. And this is what eventually is going to happen. If you keep dishing it out, you got to be ready to deal with it yourself.
Corrin, we have a great montage here, and I think we just can't let this go without playing it. Let's listen to some of these worst moments from The View.
The first thing that ran through my head when I saw the news was, now it's Judgment Day. At the end of our lives, it's just us answering for everything we did, who we were, what we said, and how we treated people. And so now, Judgment Day has arrived for Rush Limbaugh.
He just normalized hatred. He normalized racism. And, you know, I think he really weaponized white male grievance. And you know, he sort of hardened these like rural white listeners, people, you know, sitting in their trucks. Why was he chosen to give this rebuttal? He was chosen because he is the only Black Republican senator. He is that person.
Somebody like Amy Coney Barrett was put in there because she's a white woman who they say, well, she'll go against abortion rights, and she's a woman. So that was deliberate, I think.
There's only been 2 Black men in that those numbers are a little shocking.
And one doesn't really represent the Black community.
Corrin, I mean, I watched this and I wonder, I mean, how is it that other members of The View haven't been suspended at this point? What do you think?
I don't know. They weaponize judgment every single morning across our televisions. That's all they do, is sit around and be the mean girl squad every single morning. And, you know, they want to judge everybody. They want everyone's judgment day to come. But when it's time for their judgment day to come, they just want a 2-week vacation to think about it.
Yeah, the Mean Girl Squad. I like that. I think they should rename the show going forward.
We're not the Mean Girl Squad, okay? No, we're not here. But someone who's actually suffering the consequences of their action is Jeff Zucker, who resigned from his role as president of CNN today. He told employees in a memo that he failed to disclose a romantic relationship with another senior executive at the network. So I think, Jen, what we're looking at here, and I want to get your reaction to this as well, Angela, is this is a huge, huge problem when it comes to what we're seeing of CNN obviously covering every single other scandal, but they have a mess in their own house.
Well, it's an incredible double standard, and we've seen it for a long, long time. I guess maybe we're finally seeing that timeout is not just for conservatives, right? And, I think when it comes to transparency really does cut both ways. And there's just no arguing with transparency. It brings its own kind of accountability. And I think what people want from, anyone in public life, whether they're celebrities or whether they're public officials, they really just want transparency. They want to know that what people are saying is what they mean, it's accurate, and that they're not hiding things.
Mm-hmm. And Corrin, I love following the reaction to this on social media. A lot of takes on it. Kellyanne Conway tweeted about it today, and it really cracked me up. She wrote, quote, "It turns out that CNN should have been breaking news about other people's marriages and relationships and not dissecting mine, and George Conway is like a bunch of gossip girls." I mean, listen, she's not wrong, right?
No, she's not wrong at all. But, I mean, can we all be honest? Like, thank goodness he's gone. I mean, he briefed them all every morning to, weaponize CNN and weaponize the correspondents to carry out his own vendetta against President Trump. So at this point, I really don't care why he's gone. I'm just glad he's gone.
Well, ladies, thank you both so much. Corrin Rankin, Angela Paxton, appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.